Alright, Devlog for June 2024. This is another Devlog where I don't really have that much to say. I have restarted work on the game, but it is kind of like slowly, step by step. I've mostly been working on minor bug fixes, basically a small list of minor things that I had to do that I basically have fixed. So one example is water. Water is now, for some extent, fixed. I don't know if I think I've showcased water a bunch of times, but there were a whole bunch of bugs with it. The most important bug was when you killed an enemy and they fell into the water after you killed. No, that worked. When an enemy was standing in the water and you would kill them and they would fall in the water, they would basically sink to the bottom. They wouldn't float on the water surface. That was kind of a really annoying thing to fix, because the reason why that didn't work is the game basically checks, like when I'm in water, the game has a is in water trigger. So it's like, okay, yes, I'm in water. So that's how the game basically knows. Okay, I should break it down even better. So the way I check in water is basically through two ways. Either through the movement box, which is a capsule that handles character movement, or when you die, the character becomes a ragdoll and then it checks ragdoll movement. What was basically causing the bug was that the water is checking for new overlap. So when there's a new overlap with the movement capsule and the water, it would basically tell like, hey, I've touched water, do something. Hey, I've stopped touching water, do something. And the reason why enemies sank to the bottom if you killed them while they were in water was because the movement box got disabled. So the game is like, okay, you're no longer in water, stop water. But because the ragdoll collision was already in water, the game it wasn't like, oh, hey, now the ragdoll is in water, because it was already in water. So what I've basically done was it now basically doesn't remove, if your movement capsule is in water, it doesn't remove the water flag. So the movement capsule no longer gets turned off. It basically gets turned off for everything except water. So yeah, that's fun. You can also no longer reload when you're holding a grenade. Actually, for a lot of things. So for a lot of things, when you are doing stuff with your left hand, yes, the grenade is floating in front of my left hand. That's the long story. You could reload, which means that the grenade was just doing weird stuff. So now, no matter how much I try, even if I empty the gun... Oh. Well, shit. I thought I had test. Okay, well, that's going back on the list then. So yeah, I can't reload right now. So if I press the reload button, I can't reload. But apparently... Oh my god, I thought I fixed it. Well, that's staying in. Okay. But yeah, there are a lot of left-hand checks. Same goes for the bow. Like the bow uses both the left hand and the right hand, so you can't actually use... This is the only weapon where you basically can't use stun grenades while you have the bow equipped. So yeah. Other than that, so I've been started slowly work on level 5 again. I don't show levels in devlogs because levels kind of stay a surprise. I have also been working on my other creative outlets, so drawing and... So my drawing is getting pretty good. Like, it's actually amazing how quickly you learn how to draw. I won't be showing anything because I can't be bothered to take pictures again. And also, this is not my drawing progress blog. And I'm also not going to make a drawing progress blog, but it's a fun thing to do. I've started enjoying it. Like, when you are learning something, there is this moment... I think I've talked about this last devlog as well, is where you... When you first start learning something, it sometimes isn't fun at first. Drawing is one of those things. Like, actually the most thing that really sucks is singing. Like, learning to sing sucks because you just horrendously suck at it for a really long time until you basically get good. So that sucks. And the same goes for drawing. If you are not good at drawing, it just sucks to draw because you draw and it just looks like garbage. And I finally kind of started to the point where things at least start to look reasonably good. So now I actually have one to draw. So that's where you want to be at, where something is fun enough to work on that you have enjoyment in doing it. And then if you have enjoyment in doing it, you actually do it and you don't have to force it. Like, I had to force myself to draw for the first month or two that I've learning how to draw. And now that I'm on like the third month of learning, I'm already good enough that I actually really want to draw just by myself. Like, I don't have to tell myself, okay, now I have to draw. It's great. And I also hope that I can do that with the game again. Like, I used to really like working on the game. I mean, I still want... the plan is still to finish the game. Don't worry. But yeah, I'm not really having fun with working on the game right now. I really have to force myself to work on it, and that's never a good position to be in. I really hope. So, next month, 2-week vacation planned, 2 weeks of working on the game, and I really hope that I can just get back into the rhythm of working on the game. Yeah, the funniest thing is that like releasing the demo was actually what broke my, like for a really long time, basically when I was working on the, releasing the demo last year was basically the moment where development really slowed down. And that's basically, and I like finished the demo and I was like, okay, I'm finished with the demo, I'd take a break, and that break ended up taking way too long, so development has been slow, and I hope to just pick up development next month again. So yeah. No other creative outlet that's getting excited about is my music. I'm finally almost done with reworking my my first volume. And then after that I will do a quick remaster of some of the songs from volume 3. So I have 60 songs in total. And I have them split into 320 songs albums basically. And once that's done I will be putting it on Spotify and Bandicam, and I'm very much looking forward to it. So yeah, final thing I've worked on is we have a new outfit, yay, which you guys are never going to, not never, but I won't be putting that in the demo. So yeah, a swimsuit that you get as a reward for finishing the swimming lesson, and yes, you can also like simplify it, it's fun. So yeah, that's it, goodbye.